meet everybody. Look at that. Oh boy. Give me 1 second here. We get the music off. Right. What do I have on here? Spirit of the Wind. I could restart that, I think. So you guys, like, yeah, exactly. See, it's a good song though. I am in the middle of converting perma. See all these ESLs? These are all from the patch for Legacy of the Dragonborn. I have to convert these ESLs to ESPs because the patcher does not recognize them. And I'll show you what I mean in a second here. You basically tick every one that is flagged as ESL. Right. This one here, this Legacy of the Dragonborn ELFX patch, I already fixed this one earlier. That's why this one here doesn't have an ESL flag. Same with Amulets of Skyrim Legacy patch. So we're going to be doing a little bit of boring stuff here in the beginning, but it's the only way that I figured out how to get this running the way it's supposed to. Not to mention, I still have yet to do the NPC overhauls. I have them loaded, and I'll show you what I have. We can go in game and test it, but I haven't done the merge patch yet. But I do have a couple extra things that I normally don't use, so I don't know how it's going to play well together. And then I'll go quickly through my setup. So I know you're grabbing something to eat, so even if you're just listening along, that's okay. It's boring stuff here, really, because I started this towards the end of your stream because I wanted to get as much of it done. Unfortunately, the large patches, Legacy, Quins, they all require certain ones to be, and the patcher tells you what needs to be converted. So it's not like you're randomly just doing conversions. Alright, so when it's finished, I start at the bottom and work my way back up. You could pretty much tell what's loaded. What you do is you expand the lowest one that's an ESL, click on the file header, and under its record flags where it says sorted ESL, the first time you rerun SSC edit, you're gonna when you edit this, you're going to get the warning, right? The other ones that you have loaded here, you won't get the warning for. So you just click yes, I'm absolutely sure. So there's a value of 1. 1 is for an ESL. If I change this value to 0 and hit enter, that now flags that as an ESP. Up top, you could see it became bold and ESP. I can close this one. I can open up the one right above it. So Legacy Zim's Immersive Artifacts patch. Same thing, right click, edit. Done. Winter Sun patch. Same thing. Done. Weapons, armor, clothing, clutter. Legacy. Done. Oh, it's okay. No, if you're eating and everything, this is for Undeath and Legacy. That one's done. This is for Trade and Barter. Edit. 0. Done. This one is for, what's TOK? I can't remember what that is. I'll have to take a look. Legacy of the Dragonborn. Well, here, let me edit this anyway. What is this one? Tools of Kagranak. TOK, obviously. Uh, so Legacy Smin patch, same thing. Make it an ESP. It's the reverse of what most people normally do. Yeah, yeah, take your time. Like I said, I'm gonna be here doing this, and then I haven't actually gone in game since my textures to make sure my textures were good. So I haven't done any character creation. I haven't done anything else like that. Let's get some music going while because this is really boring shit here. Put that down here. What's this one? Ruins Clutter Improved. We're gonna fix that one. This is RS Children Overhaul. Fix that one. Organized Bandits. Yes. Fix that one. JK's Dawn of Skyrim and Legacy patch, all three. Fix that one. So this is the Fossils mod. Well, for Legacy, it's an add-on. Basically, anything in the Legacy needs to be corrected. Cutting room floor, same thing. With Legacy, we'll correct that. Hey Strudel, welcome. Yeah. It is. It's like I said, it's the exact opposite of what we really attempt to do on Special Edition. To be able to make a plugin, a light plugin, is normally ideal, right? And, you know, you can merge, you can make a smash patch for a couple things. Unfortunately with Perkus, because of it running off Java, it does not like certain, not all, but I'll show you certain. Where's my audio here? What's this at anyway? I'll leave it at 2. It likes certain ESLs, but not all of them. And the ones that you could tell it's not going to like are significant patches. Mods that stand alone that come as ESL, like SkyUI, those are okay. I think main menu replacer is a light plugin, but it's the only one. It doesn't have a patch for anything, or is a patch for anything else. That one's okay. There's a few others. No, it's on SE. It's on SE. But it's ironically enough, I had to go through and I had to resave all 4 ESPs that come with the mod as Form 44 individually. So I had to open the creation kit up 4 times to save them individually. Perkus at Maximus on Special Edition, I literally just found out is still Form 43. And of course, as soon as I put it into my load order here and activated it, I immediately got a warning, and I'm like, alright, I know I'm probably missing a master for something. And I hovered over it, said no, all 4 plugins that come with Perma are Form 43. So Tendo and whoever else, you know, I think he ported it over directly. He just never saved it in the creation kit. So I had to. So not a problem. It was just I was surprised to see it. And it would explain a lot of other things too. What are we doing? So Legacy and Cloaks of Skyrim. We'll edit this file header, make that one a 0, save it, so now it's an official ESP. BG Collectibles patch. I'll have to go back in and see which one that is. Oh. Probably hitting edit first would help. And audio overhaul Skyrim. Yes, this needs to also. I believe that's it. And then you can collapse all of these. There is a bunch. As you can see, Legacy has a ton of stuff. Okay, not one. So then all you do is you just close out. It's going to show you all the ones you modified. Back up your plugins, save it. Done. Okay. I am going to get an error here. You're going to see the normal files, and because every time you run the patcher, see Skyproc patchers, Tendo's patches Maximus, debug. There's your files. Okay. And then this is just cache. I can actually literally get rid of all this. So I'll show you real quick, because we're all the way at the bottom here. I'm almost done. Oh, did I move that? Okay, we're gonna leave it right there. Um, so ESLs that it likes, apparently. Sky UI in ESL form. Okay. Undiscover Skyrim, which just eliminates the word discover every time you come to a place. Um, it's an ESL flagged. It's an ESP flagged as an ESL. It tells you right there. That one's okay. Legendary Elder Scrolls loading screens. Same thing. It's an ESL, but that one's okay. The patcher skipped that one. And then obviously Skyrim Realistic Overhaul. This is my main base texture overhaul. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ESPs with this, as well as HD LODs, HD LOD textures. This one's okay too. Skipped over these, right? Tablecloths, WizKids signs, the Burna Oddman add-on, that one seemed fine. Okay. Frost mesh patch. This is for what's the name of the mod? Can't remember. Arctic. Oh, it tells me right there. Origin. Arctic. So that one was okay. Flesh effects was okay. What's this? Rackomatic ESP. So the museum, Ice's Legacy Museum Rackomatic for Legacy, that was okay. Skyrim Coin Replacer Redux, also okay. So that's in the fixes. And then you can see there's some that I've had to go in and change. The JKs, anything that's landscape fixes, that doesn't matter what mod they're for. Provincial Courier patch, this was a light plugin, I had to change it. The cool thing is I'm at 230. That number is never going to go up or down unless I physically add something in. But of course you could see the ESLs went down to 29. Actual ESPs at 190, that is going to increase. The Shadow Spell package was good. 3D NPCs, light plugin as it is, standalone, big mod, perfectly fine. The lore weapon expansion ones, these, not the main file, but the additions that come with it, they all had to be changed. Same thing with amulets, show on everything. From Quirk, Quinn's Ultimate Amulet Restoration Kit. I love this mod. These all had to be changed. Skip things like 3D NPCs redone. This is their custom hair. So, and then CBBE itself is a light plugin. Skip that one. So you can see there's ones that skips. So now that you see I have no errors, what I like to do is I know that Quinn's patcher, I'm going to get errors for these ones here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Patches Maximus. And to show you, well, first let me show you where that was. So Perkus is down at the bottom. I have a new category for it right here. It doesn't load in this order. It goes Mage, Master, Thief, Warrior. Master has to go on top. Then Mage, then Thief, then Warrior. As long as you have them with the Master on top, you're okay. So what I'll do here is we will go to Patches. In the arguments for Patches Maximus, because this is found in data, once you install Perma, it puts it here. So data, your Skyproc patchers, you would open this, and of course, it's down here at the bottom. Patchesmaximus.jar needs to be added to your executables. That's what that is. And then also debug more heap space, 32-bit. You can run either of these to do the patching, right? But I like to use the actual jar file from Java, which would be this guy. In the Arguments tab, if you click on this, it will give you the line, and it'll start with -jar, right? You have to add a line of code into it because it needs to recognize the 32-bit Java. I'm on 64-bit Java. So we have to allocate memory from the 64-bit to the 32-bit. So this is the line of code. It's $X MX 1024M space right before this. And then you'd hit apply and save. What this is doing is this is allocating it to 32-bit memory. Otherwise, you try to run the patcher and it's going to either time out on you, fail, or it'll freeze. You'll run out of space. You'll run out of the heap space. So it's a pretty easy line of code to do. Dirty Weasel Media covered it. Thankfully, I stumbled across it. I'm happy Cal kept it up because it's a lot of information. He's got a 2-part video on it, but it's an older video. And I know with Michael from Gamer Poets doing his series now that he's doing with, basics, setup, things like that, I was going to send him a message and say, hey, is there a better way to do this? Could you cover this? And this is what I've done to get it work so far. I know he knows way more than I do about this. So I figure maybe I'll send him a message and say, hey, listen, Perma's my favorite overhaul. I want to use it, but the only way I found to get it to work was to make the light plugins actual plugins, which limits my ability to have so many mods. You could see I'm only at 444. And I know that's a lot, but it's also not at the same time. Let's run it again. I'll show you the patcher. The patcher is actually pretty cool. Let's minimize this. So we'll get off here, go back to plugins because we need to see this. I have the feeling it's going to start with Quins right here. Okay, so let's run it and I'll show you. We'll get some more music going here too. Okay, so it brings you up to this little screen here. Patches Maximus. Don't worry about the other settings. You literally hit patch. It starts to run. It's a tiny little box. Okay, so here you go. Skyproc exceptions, missing masters. The plugin QW, which is, the Quins patch. Ace, Cloaks of Skyrim. ESP is missing masters. It really doesn't. Really doesn't. And it tells you which ones they are. Right? So please activate and try again. Well, they're activated. They're right here. Okay? So what you need to do is you need to clear out your overwrite, because even if you run it that little bit, you still get some crap listed here. So make sure that's clean. Okay. Then you have to go to Xedit. So this is the fun part. You're literally bouncing between Xedit and the patcher. And I'm going to remember that it is Quins. So anything that's QW when I run SSE edit. That's the nice thing about this now, is that it tells you. So you don't have to select them all. You can right click, select none, and in the filter just type in QW. And see all the ESLs that pop up? You just tick them all, because we're going to put these back to actual plugins. Hit OK. When I figured this out last year, I was ecstatic because it actually let me use the patcher. You could use Perkus Maximus by itself. The problem is that you're going to have mismatched values for your weapons and armor. Problem with that is depending on, the difficulty you play on, your uh, level listed mods, your difficulty mods, it's going to make the game really, really easy. Even on Legendary, it's going to make it really easy. Because you're going to have weird armor ratings, or it could make it difficult, you know? But you also aren't taking advantage of what the patcher does, which is the added combat AI, the added values, uh, uh, buffs or debuffs to weapons or armor, the extra weapons and armor categories that they throw them into, enemy AI, the level lists. It handles all this. If you just run perma by itself, all you're getting is literally your perks trees. So it's kind of silly to spend 350 megabytes just to get some perk trees. They're cool. Don't get me wrong, they are cool, but your game is basically borked at that point. Okay. So just like we did the last time, we'll start. Oh, let's get some more music going here. Start back from but we'll work from the bottom up. There's only a couple of these here. You can see where it says QW. They're the ones that we want. So go back to file header. ESL. Now that remember I said the first time you rerun it again, you're going to get the little warning. That's perfectly fine. It's always going to be a 1. Just change it to a 0. Makes it an ESP. Audio overhaul Skyrim patch with Quins. Yep, same thing. This is ELE Realistic Water 2 because I did throw Realistic Water 2 back in. Cutting room floor. Yep. Cloaks of Skyrim. This is Ace. And cutting room floor. This is Ace Cloaks of Skyrim. And this is Quinn's 3D NPCs, the unofficial patch. Okay. That should be all. I don't even need to collapse these. I could just close this out, save it. You can see the ones that we saved. Yep. Done saving. I am going to get an error. Stuff in my overwrite. It's just your backup stuff. This is all stuff you have to keep going in and deleting. Pain in the butt, right? But as you can see, if I now highlight Quinn's, they're all plugins. I'm still at 230. I know, Wind. I know. I know. That should be all. I ran all geared up, so that's all good. See what I did there? Yeah, see? Huh? I'll show myself out now. Okay. So we're gonna run the patcher and hopefully it's gonna do its thing. You guys are gonna get to see how long or not long it takes. Before I do that though, I'm gonna rerun loot. Just to see. I'm gonna have a couple warnings. I shouldn't have any errors. Shouldn't. I don't. Great. Beautiful. That's what I want. And one warning is because I didn't sort it with loot, and that can kiss my ass, I guess. I don't know. I don't like loot for that reason. We're okay. I'll go over the loadout for a little bit. So, a lot's been taken out. A lot's changed. Expect a tutorial on that music and coming later. Nice. The standard stuff, your core mods. Engine, I did see Michael's video. I actually had this in already prior to his video because I do run them consecutively. But I didn't know about one of the tweaks that he did, so I am happy I watched that. But I do run them side to side. That's all the same, basic stuff. Cutting room floor we added in. The UI stuff is pretty much the same. I added the colored and animated Celtic icons for Sky UI. That's the only change that I added in. No Dear Diary. Um, I added in, where is it? Path to Volkihar. Vampires can skip for. So if I become a vampire before level 10, when you get that message, I don't actually have to go talk to the Dawn Guard. Now, this character would probably become a vampire anyway. I may start him off as a vampire. I don't know. But that just means I won't have to go bother with Isran, right? And that makes sense too. This is also a mod that I ported over to console. Alternate start and new beginnings. You will see they're not ticked. I have Skyrim Unbound. It is here. It's the one I'm going to be using. You can see the only things under it are my animation stuff, my patches. Although this may move now that these are actual ESPs. I may have to move it. In fact, let me do that. Well, no, I think it's a. We'll try it. We'll try it where it is right now, because that's normally where alt start would be. And I know they say to keep them in around the same place. And you know, Strudel, that's the truth. It's been a while since I've actually used it. So I'm gonna be a little wonky on the setup. When I first go in, but we can do a test of it. I do have a preset saved already for this character. I'm not sure I'm going to use it, but I'm probably at least going to use it as a base. Basic stuff: Morrowind font replacer, the Forest Fantasy that loading or the main menu screen that you guys saw on my last play. I kept that in. I liked it. Same with the immersive the Elder Scrolls loading screens with the clean menu. Nothing fancy. Audio overhaul. I don't actually have immersive weapons loaded. I just have lore weapon expansions because Perkus Maximus adds in a ton of weapons to the game anyway. So I didn't feel I needed any more. Plus this character is not going to be using weapons. So I figured one pack was enough. That was it. Music of Tamriel. Skyrim, Morrowind, and Oblivion. That's it. Again, nothing fancy, lore friendly. And I almost couldn't find this one. I think I skipped over it a couple times, but happy I did. So Dyndelad resources, HD LOD textures. My LOD category is now up at 8. Skyrim realistic overhaul. This is the big boy. This is the 12 gigabyte, 4 separate mod. Covers everything in the entire game with textures and meshes, but will be overwritten by everything else. My particle patch. Speaking of particle patch, for those of you that use it and don't know, hide the ESP. Causes issues. I didn't know that. Who knew? I may have hit it at one point, but I forgot about it. It doesn't tell you in the Nordic guide either. It tells you in Northern Experience, so that's why I like to have the two of them. Standard stuff: static mesh, enhanced texture detail, 3D walls, ruins clutter. Went back to Noble with High Poly Project. We did blended roads, cleaner bridges, blended roads redone 2K, and Skyland is my landscape with John's Granite Mountains. I left everything else alone. Dawnguard landscape, Soulstem landscape, Soul Care and Sovngarde. Some basic stuff. Some Falmer, clutter texture, actual texture, and the detailing the Eldritch mod. Better Falmer cave ceiling glow because, you know, they're annoying enough to go into, but at least make their ceilings look sexy. So we did go back to underground. I wasn't going to put secondary textures and meshes, and it's not a large category, but I have favorites. Everybody's got favorites that they have to use regardless. And I know I said I was sticking to like a minimal, and I think I did. I got a little crazy towards the bottom, but you know, texture-wise, I don't feel like I did a lot with. So it's not gonna be like, the normal pretty that you see for me. It's gonna look good, but it's not gonna be anywhere near what I normally do. And hopefully that sacrifice will lead to just better overall gameplay. But of course, Rudy Nordic Ruins, I had to put them in. That mod's too good not to play without. I don't care what the setup is. No parallax, anything. I got rid of it. It didn't. It was too much. I know that's all the rage going on right now, but back to Noble. Noble's perfectly fine. Fluffy Snow. So with Fluffy Snow and Blended Roads in your file tree for textures, landscapes, you're going to have a roads folder. Hide the roads folder. There's only two textures in there, Snow Roads 01, Snow Road 01, normal, and main. But this whole folder, hide this. This is what gives you those ugly patches against blended roads if you're using Fluffy Snow. So that's where that's located. And there's only one folder, it's textures, landscape, roads. Just hide the roads folder. Everything else can stay. All these here, they're all fine. And of course, there is the blended roads patch, the Windhelm Bridge street fix, BDS, Better Dynamic Ash, which I had to make into a standard plugin instead of a light. Actually, I just left it alone. I didn't touch it. Rustic Word Walls, Astral Aspect. These are basic stuff. Chantry College, Hall of the Greybeards. So Farmhouse. Said I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation. Shibui, Skyrim, right? So this is a really nice. We'll visit on Nexus. It's a really nice looking farmhouse, but it's from Ellie. Okay. We'll go into some of the photos here. Right? So the farmhouse wood textures are beautiful. I know a lot of people use this, but it does add little tidbits here and there, which I normally wouldn't have used, but yes, I did wind. Yep. For the particle patch, the ESP you can. Whoa. What just happened? No, I'm not going to accept and install. Fuck you. That was a first. Sorry about that. Maybe because. Oh, you know why? Because it's on IE. Let's try it again. Yeah, it's in Explorer. Explorer's a piece of crap. But yeah, the interiors were really nice. You can see the farmhouse wood here. It's not as nice as ours, but like I said, I wanted to change. Is that one that you have, Wind? All right, nice. So you already know about it. Yeah, and I figured it would be something. It's a little bit darker too. It doesn't have like the weathered look to it. It's more of like it looks like it's all been properly stained and stained and sealed. But it looks like it's been there for a couple years. But it looks like it's been well taken care of. Hopefully my hanging moss comes out. Yeah, even see on the outside too. This is where normally it's a lighter color for ours. This has got the nice dark. It's almost like a rust color. Anyway, so this is the one I used. With Shibui, if you go to the file tree and textures, I believe it is architecture farmhouse. So in this thing, anything that's got the _p.dds is parallax. You have to hide them all. You have to go through each folder and hide all of the parallax, unfortunately. One by one, do them all. Same thing with Whiterun. It's only got one. The farmhouse itself has the most. Once you're done with architecture, you go on to clutter. Common, dresser, parallax, hide that one. Same thing with dungeons. Go to Imperial. Is that Imp Widow 1 parallax? Hide that one. Same thing. Hide all the parallax in there. Static mesh is the same way. What did I add that's... Let's do this. Instead of me going through the whole thing, I'll tell you what's new. Because I don't think you guys want to sit here and listen to me talk about old mods I've already done. He has escaped. Alright, we left a lot off, but I kept in some of the Rudy HQ stuff, all the Renthal stuff. HD Dark Elf Urns is new. You'll see that in game. What else is new? Windhelm Legendary Kings, this is new. And the metalwork, I think I used it once, but I don't think I told anybody I was using it. So those of you that know it, know where it's come. I have a bunch from LE that I used, and some that I had to convert. We're using a lot more John Rose mods here. So Skyland Roads and Signs with the cutting room floor and Point the Way. Patch, I believe. Where is it? Could have sworn he had an ESP for that. Alright. We went to M17 for the septums. So I normally use what is it? It's one from LE. I think it's the one that Tim gave us. Wind. I'm far more patient, Strudel. Oh, patient. I have to be. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. If that was directed at me. If it wasn't, then I just made myself look like an ass. And it was still funny. So I'm not using immersive jewelry. Couple of reasons. I don't want the weight restriction for coins. And I wanted to keep it simple, so I went Gemling Queen Jewelry, right? With left-hand rings modified. And I did add in Alsopa's HD keys. Because the keys look nice and I wanted to add them in. Oh, that part's a pain, Strudel. Making sure you have everyone hidden. Even with the guide open and me following it, I still have to double check my work to make sure I did properly hide them. Because if you're looking at several meshes that all have, they're identical, except for like one number or possibly a letter. And if the letter is, M is in Michael, to changing it to N is in Nancy, I have to squint to look. It's it's not fun. Normal things for the animals, I kinda toned them down. Belly aches obviously always stays in. Same with the dragon pack. Alduin of Embers, obviously I always keep him in. And then we pretty much went right to a bunch of Kajuan's overhauls. Even better ice rates is new. Completely redone. Haven't seen it yet. It's on LE. I wanted to try it, so we're going to add it. Luminous Atronox. Haven't used it. Wanted to try it. I actually did the HD werewolf retexture with the red eyes that I actually merged into the mod. And then Alsopa's 2K bristleback, because I don't remember any other mod touching a bristleback, and this doesn't have any conflicts, so it's not a bellyaches. And we're going to be spending some time on Solstheim. This character will be spending, well, we'll just say he'll be spending time between Solstheim and Skyrim, between the mainlands. Just grab something to drink. I can feel my voice starting to go here. So I put my effects and textures up a little bit higher. Reusable corpses for necromancy. Obviously, this character is going to be delving into dark arts. I don't want them turning into ash piles. I need to be able to re-raise them. Sometimes it's not going to be a focus, but it is going to be an option. Holy wards I do have in, although I don't know if this character is going to use wards. We're going to get into some interesting stuff. My quest mods are now underneath here, so it's legacy. Fossil mining with legacy support, so I'm not really sure what this does. I just saw that it was legacy related. I can't play the game without Legacy of the Dragonborn installed anymore. Plus it has my book covers. He is Altmer. He will be Altmer. He will be Vampire. I don't have any Vampire overhauls in here, surprisingly. So keep that in mind. Tools of Kagranak is actually in here. Undeath Remastered is in here. And Aldmeri Dominion, Strengthened, joined the Thalmor. Because we didn't get to do this one yet. We are going to do this. We are going to join the Thalmor. Okay. So, Skyrim Coin Replacer Redux 2. I have this in. I know this adds in extra coins that you can find, and it's not overwriting M17. That's all that I cared about. They're going to be a copper color, right? Of the staples, Andromeda, Winter Sun. I do have enhanced blood textures, so if I wind up getting those squares again, I'll wind up taking it out. Face masks of Skyrim retextured for Organized Bandits because I have Organized Bandits, the Patrols add-on, which I never had before. So that's a new one. And of course I went with loot and the retexture for the face masks. Alchemy potions and food adjustments. I decided to stay nice and light with this. So no complete alchemy, but no vanilla either. I like this one a lot. It's probably my new favorite of the alchemy. So I'm not going to have all the nice effects of CaCO, I know, but he's not going to be focused on that. Summer Mist, obviously. The choice is yours. Simple I need and wet and cold for survival, nothing else, no campfire, nothing like that. I went with Obsidian, Weathers, and Seasons again. Speaking of which, I have to check my game folder to make sure that my EMB is properly installed. We are using Ominous because that is my favorite combination. Obsidian Weathers, Ominous, EMB. What else? What else? Nothing else really special for the weather and atmosphere. This is all standard stuff that you guys have seen before. Vadosperm for the grass. The innies have been tweaked. If you go into, where is it? Or maybe I have to open it and explore. Oh no, I'm sorry. Innie editor. So I set them to headset. Types per texture at 15, iMini grass size at 60. So it's fairly conservative, but it's gonna look nice. Enhanced vanilla trees, basic stuff. Really nothing to see there. Eeks Renthal Flora collection. Because yeah, why not, right? So the Hanging Moss Replacer. That should overwrite the Mist Retexture project. And if it doesn't, I'll drop it down a little further. Rally Solstheim Scathecrow. This is one that we had a foe mod for, and I think Wind saw this. So I actually picked the default high def 2K, so it's still that nice purple. But man, do they look better. They look so good. And of course we added Poison Blooms, Beware the Swamp. So this adds those Poison Blooms from Dawnguard to the Swamps of Morthal area. So if I'm collecting, let me see here, if I'm collecting ingredients, where is it here? Yep, these things, these guys. So you got to be careful when you open them, because they will poison you. No requirements. It's a pretty easy mod, and it's a small file. 83 kilobytes. Tiny mod. Little fixes like that, you know. And then, of course, landscape fixes for grass mods. Cities and towns. We start with provincial courier service. Why not? I wanted to add it in. Don't know what I'm going to use it for yet, but it's going to put a nice little shack outside of Whiterun, right? JK's, Dawn of Skyrim, standard stuff. The frescoes, Corinthia Tower Reborn. Dark Fox 127. I am using your mod. I've been wanting to use this for a while. So we are. At least in this one. Diverse dragons, deadly dragons, patches, Durnavir, God of Death, Durnavir Resurrected, and Draugr upgrades improvements. I can't play without this mod anymore. Apocalypse, Forgotten Magic, and the Shadow Spell Package. So yes, when I'm leaving the Shadow Spell Package in, I will be testing it. We may get to some testing today. We'll have to see. I don't know. It all depends on how the patcher runs. So let's see. Lore Weapons expansion. Only real weapon pack I've added. Iban's Staff. And the travel backpack. I think this is either one that you have or one that looks like the one that you have. Because I wanted something small, but I wanted something with decent carry weight. Frank Dema. So that may be the one that you have. I like the design of it, especially because we're using Lynn's Necromancer robes, so the King of Worms version. And Archmage, is that Khadgar's robes? You'll see these later. Cloaks of Skyrim and Nervar's Cloaks of Skyrim Ultra HD. The textures only, not the meshes. I had to hide them. The meshes folder is hidden. You just want the textures for these. And even in some of these, the Dragon Priest normal and the Sage Cloak normal, it says to hide them as well because they're too dark, even in good lighting, to see. So is what plane? I did add a Midian-born stuff in. These have all been properly cleaned, by the way. Meshes have all been fixed by me. These should be spotless. Anything you see with a Midian-born content. Yeah, the backpack. Yeah, I don't have the normal one, and I'm going to use this one. Because it's a little bit smaller, and I want to see how it's going to look with all geared up. I haven't yet. What's new? Zim's Immersive Artifacts. New. Dwarven weapons for a Midian-born. New. Perfect Legionnaire and all its add-ons are there. So 2K Oriel's bow, quiver, and arrows is the base. We also have the bow worn and the shield worn for Oriel's. Spellbreaker remesh, and then the Oblivionized retexture for that. That's new. We also added in the Blood Cursed arrows and the Sun Hallowed arrows. These had to be converted. The Blood Cursed, the Sun Hallowed were okay. And of course the revamped quiver. Even though this character won't be doing any archery, I like to have the nice looking quivers in there. Lean Wolf Elven, default silver. So this adds in all the silver and obsidian style weapons to Lean Wolves. They will look nice. The Amidian Born Blade of Woe. My character may use this weapon. The Oriole's Bow, yeah. The Worn variant, so... where is it here? It should tell you. This is the normal variant here. This is still the normal variant. This is the Worn. So as you can see, it's a little bit darker. This is also the Worn, but when you look in the light, it's very detailed. This is also the Worn. This is the Worn, right? It's got a nice luster to it. And then this is the Ebony. The Ebony's not, I don't like the Ebony variants. You could see Oriole's Bow should not look like this in this color, but it's an option. It doesn't look bad, it just, my opinion, I don't like it. Yeah. I would think so. What else? Let's see, close that down. So here's the thing, I haven't tested this out. We've added a few things in. You can see all my physical appearance and NPC overhaul stuff. Probably not as big as what Wind has, but... And I mean, I'm not even playing a female character, but I have CBB in. So, we'll have to see. I'll be playing a male character. But we literally took everything. So the interesting NPC's custom hair, we have Wicco. I did the cleanup script for this. As you can see, that's not, it auto unticks itself and it defaults, so nothing there. We have to test this out. Otherwise I'm gonna have to revert to my old style of doing it. Like 4 mods, Sturtle? Oh, for appearance, stuff like that? Well, I figure if I'm gonna lack in one area of the game, meaning my landscape's gonna be fairly basic looking, the trees aren't gonna be all that much to look at. Let's try to make the NPCs a little bit better. So, males for Nordic NPCs, Men of Winter, Metal Sables, Beautiful Orcs, Fresh Faces, Ordinary Women, Pandorables, NPCs, Dawnguard, Dragonborn, and Initiates. And then it's Iki's Idgrod Ravencrone and Tolfdir. So these are individual ones. Then we have the Bajin mods, or Bijin, War Maidens, NPCs, and Wives. With all of these, their ESPs have been hidden. Meshes textures only. Ah, the kids. Yes, I do. I do as well. And then Serranaholic 1.8.2 and Valerica. And then the Nordic NPCs overhaul mixed. So this should take care of everything else. It will overwrite certain ones here, as you can see. We did add CBBE and the weapons, armor, clothing patch for that. Both the Bijin skins and the Yash cut. This was in depth. I really had to go into detail for this, and I'm not even playing a female character, so. There's the male high elf race menu preset. We'll get into that in a little bit. You get to see it. No followers, but I do have EFF installed. No body slide, I won't be using it, but I do have it installed. Trying to think of what's new here that you guys... I added Run for Your Lives. We'll have to see how that goes with Deadly Dragons, because that's what I plan on using it with. So Serana Dialogue Edit, her normal one, and the Dialogue add-on. Don't forget about this. I forgot about this. There is an add-on to her actual Dialogue Edit, which is an addition of her vanilla edit. I went back to Realistic Water 2 with Rally's water foam. And there's a J-Case patch. And then Guard's Armor Replacer with the patches, which should be down here. Finis, and all the other ones, all my patches. Perma, which is right at the bottom, all geared up. That's it. Basic. Very basic. I want to see if the NPCs all work like this, to be honest with you, Strudel. I want to see if they come out looking okay. And then we're going to go around, we're going to test to see if anybody's got Blackface Bug. I do believe I need to go. Let me go into my innies real quick. Is it in my prefs? Be enabled project UV diffuse normals equals 1, yes. Full screen equals 1, yes. Alright, so we have to change these values to 0. Save on travel, no. Save on weight, no. Save on rest, no. Save that. Cool. That should be it. Let's run the patcher. See if it takes it this time. So we're at 444 and 230. That's not bad. Patches Maximus. Run yourself. Ooh, we forgot one. Ah, so I have to do this again. So DBM Skyproc see how it tells you missing masters. So amulets of Skyrim, tweaks and fixes. Okay. Tweaks and fixes. I wonder if I could do this. Oh, that's right. Okay. So one's at 194, one's at 123. This one does have a note, doesn't it? Place tweaks after DBM patches. Okay. I should probably do this. See what priority this is at. 326, okay. So this one here is going to go after, place this down. Actually, no, I think I can leave that right where it is. Alright. This one just needs to go down. Because this is a different mod. Okay. It's right there. Okay. Then as you can see, files might overwrite. That's just the patcher stuff working. Delete it. Make sure your overwrite's nice and clean. Gear that up. Run it again. We'll see if it gives me another error. Yeah, sonar listings were hysterical. You still need the horse though. Alright, another one. So you see we made it to 72% though. And all it is this is trial and error. This is, you know, it's definitely going to be a pain in the butt for somebody doing it for the first time. I've done this a couple times, so I'm used to it. So the plugin, Obscure College, has missing masters. Obscure College winner hold is loaded after the mod. It depends on OCW. IN. Okay. So we do this. IN. This patch adds I need to Obscure's College. Probably because this is why. Obscure's College actually has to be first. Who would have thought? Delete the patcher. Rerun the patcher. Patch. Let's see what it gets to. 98. Perkus Maximus. Mage. Loaded after the mod depending on it. Master has missing masters. That's not good. Yeah, there's Perkus. Master, Mage, Thief, Warrior. They have to go in that order. Let's do this. I have an idea. Let's reinstall it. You see how they go Mage, Master, Thief, Warrior? It doesn't work. You have to change them. Let's replace it. There's a lot. Look at all the information that's in this. Weapons, armor, level lists, loot, combat, AI. It's still going. Alright. So it's in. Master, Mage, Thief, Warrior. We're gonna try this again. Now we got two. So you see it's form 43. We're gonna have to live with it being form 43. Okay. It shouldn't hurt anything. I've played with it before. If it does, it does. 100%. I don't know if you guys could see that. We'll leave it right in the center there. It doesn't expand any bit. It's going to stay at 100% for quite a while, to the point where I may take a headset. What I'm going to do is I think I'm going to take about a 10-minute break because the patcher is going to be stuck on 100%. What it's doing, it's adding things in. So right now it says task, weapon stats, variants, keywords, etc. This is going to change to armor. It's going to change to miscellaneous. It's going to change to literally everything in the game, right? It's going to take a little while. It stays stuck at 100%, so you may think it froze. It didn't. It's still working. And if it does crash on you, you will get a crash error. I haven't had one yet, so we're going to let it go. So apparently this needs to be form 43, unfortunately. So I am going to have this little notification glaring at me. Um, I'm gonna take a break, but I'm gonna bring my phone out with me so I could talk to you guys, chat you guys up. We could sit here, we could watch it. Okay? So break time for me. Sorry, and I'll just, like I said, I'll leave this screen here right up. Okay. Okay, cool. So we're gonna have a few things here going on, guys. The patcher ran itself. Um, you'll notice we got that second message here. Files in your overwrite. This is the Form 43 because apparently perma on SE is Form 43. Like I said, just ignore this. We're gonna have all our information here. Write and overwrite. So there it is, Skyproc Patchers. There is Patches Maximus ESP, along with the files, the Procer debug. All of our information is in here, all the files. Okay. So we are going to create a mod. There it is, duh, main page. I'm so used to creating a separate mod. So, Patches Maximus. Now you'll notice there's nothing here at the bottom. When I activate that, you'll see the Patches Maximus ESP. You could place all geared up derivative right above the Perkus master. So you keep all these nice and neat. The Patches Maximus ESP will stay at the bottom. Before I run LODs, I do want to kind of go in game and take a look. Let me just actually turn my music off here. We'll turn it off. Okay. Vindsvept, you can go down. This should be my game folder. Okay. Now I haven't tweaked any innies. I haven't done anything like that. Is this the SKSE I want? This is the loader. This is the one that I want. Okay. So we'll ignore the Form 43 for that. Let me close out this. Let me close out this. I don't think I have... I could close out my... I'll leave the game folder open. Okay. So let us go in game. We'll take a look. We're going to be using Skyrim Unbound, so I am going to have to go through that. Start again. Can you not hear me? Anyone else? No audio? Okay. Yeah, it seems to be okay on my end. Yeah, my mic's going right there, so. See? Cool. Oh, that's just you, Wind? Yeah, I'm trying to be a little quiet, that's all. That's all. Let's go in game, let's take a look. Like I said, the LODs aren't done, but I'll get to show you at least some of this stuff. And I do want to see how the NPCs look. I have the feeling there's going to be some blackface, but we're going to do a test character. I don't have any saves, so it's okay. And let me switch this over here so you guys don't get the double screen. And hopefully, I think this is the first time running with EMB too, so it's gonna take a minute. Well, don't yell at me, Win. Jeez. God. Ah, boy. There we go. Should pop up. I say should pop up. Come on, Boris. Alright. Everything looks good. Except I have a... little cursor on the screen there. What's that about? Huh. I have no idea what that is. Let's Oh, it wouldn't be Skyrim, right? I have nothing that touches the cursor, by the way. I have no idea what this is from. I might have to back out and try it again. That shouldn't be here. Oh, I didn't run Finis. Well, ain't that a bitch? Skyrim. And task. Okay. Yep, didn't run Finis. Okay. Let's do that real quick. Gender, skeleton arm fix, update. I wonder why I got the little cursor on the screen. I have no idea. $721, consistency check, 0 errors, good. No. There's all my Finis stuff. Cool. Place that right there. Okay. Let's try again. You guys, it's black screen for you, so don't mind it. I ran Finis really quick, that's all I did. I wonder why I have that little, my cursor on the screen. It's a new one. We're gonna let it go. We're gonna let it load itself without me touching anything, because sometimes that will happen. Unless I have to adjust something in Steam. Hey, Mr. B, welcome back. You know what else I did too is I had an NVIDIA update. Ah, no, it's gone. Okay. It's because I went in too early, so. Alright. Finis is run. All geared up is run. The patcher is run. We're going to do an unbound start. We're going to do some testing. I'm going to go Altmer, obviously, because I want to see the preset. So we'll have to see. It's, like I said, it's been a while since I've used Skyrim Unbound. I believe on the plus side, while this here is running, your mods, yeah, your mods are loading. So we're gonna let them load up first. I know it says register 30 new menus, but that's not nearly as many as I usually have. The main menu? Yeah, I can, Mr. B. So my cat is attacking something. She's looking at me, her eyes are so wide open. She's hugging the side of the wall next to me. Literally, she's got her paws wrapped around the corner of the wall here. It's adorable. Alright. So, let's do this. Let's get a couple things set up first. Widget mod, maintenance. Turn the master down a little bit. Footsteps will turn up, voice will turn up. Music will keep the same. Alright. Back to the MCM. Sky UI. General. And then immersive HUD activation. I'm not going to worry about the transparencies or anything like that. I'm going to turn off I need though. Alright, let's see what else we need to configure here. Clothing fixes, yes. EFF, I don't really need to, but I like to take the stealth and visibility off. PCA2, we're going to do this one. Oh crap. There he is. Well, he's waiting. And I can't get back into the MCM. So I think I messed that up, huh? Yeah, playing. But I think I messed that up. Oh no, there I am. Okay, we're good. It's been a while. Well, we're doing some testing, Mr. B. Just a little bit of testing. So you could hear a little bit of Morrow in there, huh? Let's turn wet and cold on. Green light. We're just going to disable this. Cold. Take off the strong winds. I may change this, obviously. And, let's see. Anything else that is pertinent that we need to do? No. My dagger and everything is going to be kept on the side. I am going to use a staff. Yeah, it is. Yep, I do have that wind. Third person camera. Should I adjust that? And does anybody have recommend? Where is it? I had it here. I think I saw it. Alright, I don't see it here, so. Let's go to Unbound. Now, I'm gonna walk. I know Begin Your Adventure starts it. Dragon Souls. We're gonna put him as Dragonborn. I don't think I need to worry about this. Dragons are gonna be on a enabled. I've never done anything with presets, so I don't know how this really works. So I'll go Warlock. Race menu. Character creation normally happens after selecting Begin Your Adventure. Requires exiting race menu to start. So should I not tick this? We're gonna put random clothes and robes. I don't, well, maybe the college robes would be good. Leave the college robes on. Headgear hooded, weapon random staff, wealth, select amount. $1,200 septims, just to start. Spells. Primary school destruction, yes. Secondary school illusion, yes. You should not, so do not tick race menu. Okay. Standing stone ability. Yeah, let's stick with the mage for now. Spell selection. Oh, because, okay, here. I have to tick this one. Then I go into spell selection. Okay, like I said, it's been a while. We're gonna start with Fury, healing, Frostbite. I think I'm gonna select one from each. Conjure Familiar and Oak Flesh. Right, one from each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Starting location. We are gonna start. Let's see here. Start in the wilderness. And let's do the... Like I said, so LODs aren't run. Keep that in mind. It's been a while since I've checked. Let's start at Lake Ilinalta. Special options. Faction armor. If enabled, Stormcloak Imperial Light Guard will be included when armor is random. I need to update. What do you mean? I literally just added it today. So whatever version was today, as of a couple hours ago, is the version I have. Why is it different for you? Or if you're just looking at my UI, it's because I don't have a lot of UI stuff. Start as a vampire. And faction would be nothing. I think that's it. There's a reborn version. Oh, that could be why I'm using the base version. I'm not, you know, like I said, this is for testing. If I need to add something in, I will. So, I'm assuming race menu comes up after this. If not, show race menu. No big deal. There we go. Cool. Race. Altmer. Oh, hey buddy. Alright. Body. Male. Preset. Let's see if we could find, where is the preset? 7, 8, 9. God damn it. I hate how it does that. You use the arrows, and if you don't wait, it boots you the frig out. There we go. I think this is it. I'm not 100% sure. We'll have to see. See that? Son of a bitch. Well, let's do this. Let me see if... There's his preset. Okay, there we're good now. Let's go back to sliders. Change the eye color. What's he at? High Elf Yellow from Skyrim ESM 41. I was gonna make them a greenish color. Or something like this. Summer Custom, Male Eyes 22. We'll have to see. That's nice too, I like that. What's that called? Just 16. She has it numbered. So 16, or 19, I'm sorry. There we go, 17. $17 or 3? 17. There's 3. I think that right there. 3. Right? We don't have to change any other thing about him. Maybe the hair color. I don't even want to mess with that. Right. Okay, cool. Let's preset. Let's F5. Did that save? Oh, okay. Yeah, well, there it is. So that'll be in my overwrite. Cool. We'll just leave him as adventure for this. I don't have any cute names or nothing like that. Alright. He will, so I guess he will start the game as a vampire. I'm gonna have to look into Unbound Reborn. So again, keep in mind, no LODs run, no text gen, no diamond staff. Where are my clothes? Alakir boots, huh? Alright. So let's get a couple things set up here. He's got an iron dagger. Staff of familiar. Favorite the hood. And then as far as magic, favorite fear? I thought I selected fury. We could use fear, I guess. Won't be using vampiric drain. It's freaking weak. And weak flame atronach. Healing, yes. And let's get prey on there. Let's configure. So we'll season effects on. Weaker sunlight, 66%. Filter is going to be cold. Done. Alright. 1 for the dagger. 2 for frostbite. 5 for healing. 3 for oak flesh. 4 for the staff. 6 for fear. Or I'm sorry. Healing's gonna be 7. Hood is 5. Right. Nothing fancy with him yet, like I said. We're looking for things. So aside from the lods and everything, we can force things to be a little bit clearer. It is nighttime. It is 2:30 in the morning. Hi, fisherman. Zelda's ferry.
Don't like those eyes you got. There's a bad hunger to them.
Oh, okay. That's stealing.
Never should have come here.
Okay. So what are we looking for? That's crazy. Gold 1200. Okay, nice. So, yeah. As you can see, he'll be focusing on conjuration, destruction, illusion, most of the magic schools, right? Doesn't go to your left hand, does it? Well, that's unfortunate. There we go. So I went back to Obsidian Weathers. You know, something nice and basic. Yeah, really nothing, nothing outlandish with this guy. There's nothing on the map that you guys can see yet, which I like. Let's, fair. No, I killed her last time.
What does this piece mean?
This is Carmela.
With art, there are many answers. And all of them are correct.
Oh, that's stealing. Oh, she's not gonna like me. Well, I'm out of here. Didn't mean to do that. I stole her dagger. Oh, she's gonna hate me. Oh yeah, no, I want no part of that. You fight him. Crazy, right? Huh. Go figure, there's a Cyrodiilic Iron Dagger. So yeah, as you can see, when you're in combat, you can't really check the menu. Just kind of have to know what's what. And I like that one, so let's favorite that one, take that one off. Put that on one. Right? Nice. She's gonna fight me to the ends of the earth. Iron Sword Arming. So you can see the values, everything's changed. Right? That's a little bit better, right? There we go. That is better. Let's he's pissed. Oh, look at him. And I gotta get rid of that coin purse on the back, right? I could actually carry that. I don't know why that guy had it, but he did. Oh yeah. Can I even cast this? Oh, she's coming. She is out for blood. Yeah, how about you, No. I am as good as dead. I didn't save either. Hey, Scotty. I didn't F5. I did. How about that? How about that? On the plus side, I'm not starting at Lake Ilinalta again. I'm gonna start somewhere in the daytime. Yeah, that happened. That happened. That just happened. Because I have my save set to, I have no auto saves, no quick saves, nothing enabled. It is all hard save with F5. I have to physically do it. And of course I forgot. Yeah, that just happened. Son of a bitch. This is the downside of having Unbound, I think. Is you literally have to set all that stuff up again. Because I did it once, now I should be able to go back in and reselect things again. I will F5, obviously, but we'll get into some testing. Can't believe I did that. Alright, so I needs done, I can go into the MCM. Pain in the ass, that is, huh? I won't go into alchemy. Pain in the butt. God damn it. Finis. All that for nothing, right? Shit happens, what can you do? On the plus side, we could set them up a little bit better, I guess. That should be everything. If it's not, we're good. Core settings. Let's go Warlock. Presets. Or, I'm sorry, character name. Adventurer. Preset. Warlock. The mage is good. Dragons are enabled. Dragon souls, who will be dragonborn. College robe, random staff, wealth. Select them out. What did we go with? Oak flesh. Conjure familiar. Frostbite. Healing. Yeah, see, I chose Fury. Fury's right there. It gave me fear. Starting location. Let's start in a town. How about? Alright. Let's start in a town. Let's start at Dragon Bridge. Near the embassy, right? Yeah, I know. I know. Game time, not random. Let's go dawn. So in the morning. Special options, what are these? Supernature, we're gonna be vampire. That should be everything, right? And, get my adventure. I know. I'm sorry, Strudel. Is failure. Race Altmer. Hey, out of my face, buddy. Presets. Fine. Let's load that one up. Oh, they gave me what? They give me a staff of fury. Something illusion. Yeah, they gave me something. Frostbite, fury added. See, it says fury added. Last time it said fear. I don't know if that's Perkus changing it. I don't know. There's an F5 right there. You all saw it. And they gave me shitty. They gave me the shitty robes too. All right, let's what did we pick last time? Zerabane. All right, healing. Conjure weak Atronach. Frostbite. Yeah, see, there's fear. That's got to be perma interfering with it. It's okay. No biggie. Set up Obsidian Weathers again. Filter's going to be cold. Season effects on. Weaker sunlight 66%. We're done. Favorite prayer. So you can see everything we're starting with here. This is pretty nice. The Mage's Path. Alright. Let's get him some good gear. How about? We could start him with the Thalmor stuff. I actually considered that. I considered doing a Thalmor start. Let's see here. Let's look into the Shadow Spell package for some spells here. Right? No scrolls. Seer. Type. I don't know any of these. I'm gonna have to... I don't want to take them all. 3 shadow damage each second stacks up to 4 times, 5 times if you learn Dark Art Agony. Drain Soul. Cannot drain from undead, automatons, dragons, Daedra. Has a chance to trap the darkness. Oh, nice. Hex Rune. Interesting. Life Tap. So you could see, so it's destruction, it says destruction. I thought some of them didn't say, like, yeah, this one doesn't say, but you can see it's alteration. Maybe elite, though. Dark Sun. That's expensive. Alright, let's back out of here real quick. get him some clothes. Let's get him the backpack first. Closer version. Interesting. Take that one. Okay. Get the shadowy Atronach. Let's take a look at let's look at the shadow spell package again. Even though this would be secondary, I'm gonna get stuff from Forgotten Magic as well. Conjure Shadow Atronach. 72 seconds. We'll take that one. Conjure Darkness. So I want to start off with some basic stuff. Drain Soul. Probably take that. What else is basic? Seer. Anything else? Destruction. Shadow Rend. That's expensive. I don't want anything overpowered. So let's see. It costs 150. I might just be able to cast that. We don't know yet. Drain Soul. Seer. Okay. And then favorite the dagger. Favorite the dag. God damn it. Staff of Calm. Could be handy. So let's wait for him to stop glowing, and then I'll give him his new stuff. Where are we located on the map here? Dragon Bridge. Okay, cool. What's F5 again? And let's tweak Ominous real quick. Should look a little bit crisper when you come out of here. Okay. That's an interesting one, isn't it? Wizard robes. Oh yeah, I see what you mean, Win. Okay. Nice. Double torch. But that works. Cool. Let's do Seer on 2. Let's try some of the new stuff. Drain Soul on 3. Conjure's gonna be 4. I don't think I can conjure that though, hold on. I don't have enough magicka. How much magicka do I have? 103. Okay. So that's been altered as well. It's okay. That on 4. So fear, healing will be 5. Oak flesh I'll put on 6. Seven. So it'll be 1. Nice. Well, he's a vampire. He's got some pretty neat robes. I may have to take the further version. It's actually clipping with the back of it. You can see it go in there. Although if it puts it really far off, it's nice to have Ominous back. Such a better feel. I'm so used to this. Console and some magicka. Yeah, it's all I really do, Sonar. I just disable one. I like to. I just don't like Bloom being on. At all. What are we doing? We are looking.
Walking, stranger.
We're looking for.
Got nothing to spare for travelers nor refugees here.
Well, what a dick. Let's go look at some of the major players. What's this? This is Old Bridge Goods. And they're open. Okay. We'll go inside. The music, right? Yeah, you know. Huh.
What do you need? Good morning. Take a look.
Can I get rid of? Yeah, the brown gloves. You could have all my old stuff. Not gonna need it. Oh yeah, the fairy info. Don't worry about that. You have any lockpicks? Because I need them. How about books? What do you have? Wow. Expensive stuff, huh?
All right then.
Okay. I do like the farmhouse wood, not gonna lie. Looks good. I don't know if I'm a fan of the thatching, but, you know. Let's see. We've got some hanging. Is it hanging? Yeah, it's doing something. Oh, lods. I didn't run any lods. Here I am looking for face errors, and I forgot that I didn't run any. So yeah, that's probably not an error. We'll have to see how that goes. I'm being attacked by somebody, aren't I? Mr. Wolf. Shouldn't have gotten in my way. is that? Which one is 3? Drain Soul. So 5 is healing. 6 will be oak flesh. He's a happy Altmer. Okay. Harvest overhaul. I have to remember to add that in. No, we don't want the rain. At least have it somewhat nice out today. What's up, Khajiit? Madron?
I welcome you, friend.
Whoa.
How may I serve you?
I'm just here to look at some of your
May
facial
road
features.
lead you to warm sands. The longer we travel the roads of Skyrim,
Good business for the East Empire Company means all the more gold for the Empire.
So base last changed. Okay. No, that's right. He's okay because his hands are the same. Alright. What I'm looking for is some of the NPCs, mostly the High Elves. No, I don't have the nice doors on. I kept it off. So for those of you wondering. But we're going to set him up a little bit differently when we actually start.
Position. As far you need
So
to go.
Lizette,
Sorry, I need to pay attention so I can remember.
she looks
this.
okay.
Traitor!
Advar,
Not right now.
not now. Jala looks okay.
You
Tari
betrayed
looks
us!
okay. Sorix looks good.
Traitor!
Vetsan looks good.
Some gate guard you were!
Oh, well they didn't kill him yet, so.
Traitor!
That might be because of Unbound, I don't know. Let's head inside.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Corpulus looks good.
I have no business with you. Leave me.
Golemat looks good. I think we saw Lizette was outside.
Your skin's as pale as the snow.
It is.
You scared of sunlight or something?
Don't like those eyes you
It's
got.
Belrand.
There's a bad hunger to them.
Okay, who else is here? Random Breton.
I'm getting on the first boat out of this accursed province. It was a cabin somewhere on the north bank of the White, near Riverwood. A kind old lady was living there.
Been a good week,
Or
my
so
boy.
I thought.
Loud customers mean
She let me
good
stay the
cheer,
night, but
good
told me
cheer.
not to go into the cellar.
You know,
Naturally,
after
I got
retirement,
curious.
you to run the skeever, son. If you spend your
Oh,
time
jeez.
here bossing
Safe
me
journeys.
around and
We know who
yelling
he's
for more
talking about.
drinks,
You're practically retired already.
I could run the skeever. You even said I'm almost as smart as you.
A girl
Damn
running
kids.
a bar. Don't be
All right.
ridiculous.
So,
Need something.
so she's added in.
I've got some salmon. Plenty of fresh fish for you.
Well, that's what happens with no lads. He's not at his stall. Okay. NPCs are gonna be walking around like normal. That looks
There's
okay.
been rumors of Talos worshippers leaving notes at the Temple of the Divines. I've never seen one myself, though.
I've got something interesting to travel.
Jawa. That's
Spiced wine for you? It's a
nope,
family
we're good.
recipe.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good match.
Ah, yet another new face. I'm from Hammerfell, you see. I can hardly keep track of all the people I've been meeting. Good to talk to a fellow traveler.
Yeah.
Arms and armor, forged by a master craftsman.
Buren.
Seems there's no end to the needs of the Imperium.
Yeah, he looks good.
What can I help you with?
Nothing, you're good.
Anytime you need arms, or
As High
Roland.
Priest of the Eight Divines, I bid you welcome.
Yeah, he looks good too.
You should
Didn't notice that. All this looks good.
Take my advice. Never gamble. The Emperor's
looks
has me in debt of the
Alright.
I used to be an
So,
adventurer like
Telltale
you.
here. We're gonna go right to Winterhold after this to check Ancano because he's my troublemaker. So is Rika. Although I don't have.
Planning an attack on Whiterun.
He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
That's not what my scouts report, sir. Every day
Tullius is
more join his
fine.
cause. Riften, Dawnstar, and Winterhold support him.
It's not a cause. It's a rebellion.
I can't tell.
Call it whatever you like, General.
She's got the damn
man's
helmet
going
on.
to
See
try to take Whiterun.
worship, it's your obligation to
Balgruuf refuses the Legion's right to
quickly.
garrison troops in his city. On the other hand,
Interesting. Cradle Crush Rock, huh? Cradle Crush is... Where is Cradle Crush? Right there.
also refuses to acknowledge Ulfric's claim.
Well, if he wants to stand outside the protection of the Empire, fine. Let Ulfric pillage his city.
General.
Nice and dark in here too, I like it.
I'm telling you, I heard it. How
Yeah, no, I kind of figured.
those werewolf tales are true.
No, they're not. No such thing as werewolves. He's got no clue. Imperial Ale House, huh? That's never open. It's nice to have Noble back.
If you're heading to the Blue Palace, you might want to rethink that outfit.
Okay.
Remember Radiant Raiment?
I don't have the manhole covers. What can you do?
Got to keep my eyes open. Damn dragons could swoop down at any time.
Pardon me.
Fine day, isn't it?
It is. For me. Huh. Something must be in there.
Disrespect the law and you disrespect me.
Yeah.
No lollygagging.
Nope. Wouldn't dream of it. Rumarin, yes. Sonar, yes. Not now, but, you know.
Sibyl Stentor has a grasp of magical theory that I would never have expected from a human, even a Breton.
Steward, when is my appointment to meet with General Tullius? Oh, hello. Just tidying up.
I'm afraid he's had to reschedule, my grace.
As you know,
There's some jellyfish. Don't ask.
Thane Erica, you have a strong head for business. What do you suggest?
I swear to you, unnatural magics are coming from that cave. There are strange noises and lights. We need someone to investigate.
Then we will immediately send out a legion to scour the cave and secure the town.
Can't tell if Bulgir is
safe under my rule.
Your Eminence, my
blackface
suggested nothing in the area. Dragon Bridge is under Imperial control. This is likely.
He's not Redguard, but I don't know if it's the outfit.
Perhaps some more tempered
Erger's
reaction might be called for.
Oh, yes, of course.
Falk
you were
is
right.
okay.
Falk, tell Captain Aldous I said to assign a few extra soldiers to Dragon
Stabile
Bridge.
looks good.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. What about the cave?
Rylan looks
I
good.
will have someone take care of the cave as well, Vardius.
She looks good.
Rest easy. You're dismissed.
Okay.
I've got what I came for. I better get back to Dragon.
And then this was...
Watch your feet. We just clean there.
Oh, yeah.
Someday a gallant hero will ride up and take me away.
Alright, bam. There is, Mike, yes, and I use it. I just forgot to put it in. Oops. I forgot. No, I know. I usually do. Let's F5 it right here, because... Yeah, just because. Also things like, the roads.
You're one of those craven Imperials. Don't expect a warm welcome.
And if you add the WizKids signs on, yes, it does this. But it looks nice. Let's go in the inn first. Let's take a look.
I'm sorry, could you describe the smell?
Like some horrible monster was turned inside out. And
My
then
interior
exploded.
lighting I'm really
What did you
happy
do?
with.
It was a minor miscalculation.
If there's usually one thing in my game that always seems to be lacking is I never
This is
quite
why
get it
people
right.
have a problem at your college now.
There's some things about it I like and there's some things I
Let me know
don't.
if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
So Dagger looks
Just say
good.
the word if you need a drink or something to eat.
Heron. She's good.
If there's anything you need, just let me know.
I don't deal with any college applicants these days, so don't bother asking.
Delgar looks okay. Let's go back up. We'll go to the college. Should probably check the Jarl, but you know.
You see those warriors from Hammerfell? Got curved swords. Curved swords.
Let's hope that I kept the college okay.
Cross the bridge at your own
Ooh,
peril.
hey there.
The way is dangerous, and the gate will not open. You shall not gain entry. Until next time.
Well, hey there, Feralda.
Welcome to the College of Winterhold. I am Feralda, one of the senior wizards here. I trust you found your
She
journey
looks
to
good.
Winterhold not entirely unpleasant.
Damn.
Now, I must advise you that if your only purpose in being here is to complain, you would be far better off speaking with the Jarl of Winterhold. If, however, you seek something more, I will be happy to assist you.
Why are you out
I
here?
am here to assist those seeking the wisdom of the college. And if, in the process, my presence helps to deter those who might seek to do harm, so be it. The more important question is, why are you here?
I would like to enter.
Perhaps. But what is it you expect to find within?
Oh, I can't tell you that. Just want to see what it looks like inside.
Huh. Humor is often in short supply here.
Yes.
But I sense that perhaps you're
Humor.
after more than just that.
And nothing
It would seem
more.
that the college has what you seek. The question now is, what can you offer the college? Not just anyone is allowed inside. Those wishing to enter must show some degree of skill with magic. A small test, if you will.
Okay.
Excellent. The fear spell has saved the life of many an illusion mage.
Oh, I think I have
If
fear,
you
don't
could
I?
cast it on the seal here on the ground, that... I look forward to it.
Right? I do have fear, yeah.
Much knowledge lies within the college's walls.
What the hell?
No matter what.
Alright, hold on. That says fear. Once per oh, I know why. Because Perma's affecting it. Okay. That's why I didn't get Fury.
Winterhold's glory days may lie behind it.
I have to buy it.
Well, if you think you're... Or you can try your luck with one of the court wizards around... Here you are. Now, just to see you cast it.
Basic Fear, it's now called. Alright. And it's more expensive.
The college is an asset.
So we're just gonna do this.
Hiram, even if it goes unnoticed. Well done indeed. I think you'll be a superb addition to the college. Welcome, apprentice. I'll lead you across the bridge. Once you're inside, you'll want to speak
I told you, Sona, right?
Our master wizard. Please, follow me.
So this is called Basic Fear. So let's conjure the Shadow Atronach, right? Where the hell to go? Unless it's literally a shadow. Alright, Wind, what's up? I can't see it. Alright, we'll leave it alone. Oh, there it is. Where the hell to go? Oh, looks pretty cool. And like, did I cast it that far away? I don't know, maybe, you know. We'll chalk it up to lots not being run. Yeah. I know I'm coming. Just let me... Yeah, you can see stuff's out of place. That's perfectly fine. The college looks like the tits, though.
Whoa now.
Okay, now it's good. Right, you good? Okay. Taking damage there, I see, huh? Alright. I'm coming. Fix your bridge. Okay, come on.
No matter what.
Nothing. Wasn't doing nothing. Alright. Thank you. What's F5?
I believe I've rather clear.
He's good.
Of course. I'm simply trying to understand the reasoning behind the decision.
You may be used to the Empire bowing to your every whim,
Mirabelle
but I'm
looks
afraid you'll
good.
find the Thalmor
Don't
receive
even
no
think
such
about it.
treatment here. You are a guest of the college, here at the pleasure of the Archmage.
Alright, let's go
I
inside.
hope you...
I'm happy about that. He's usually Fubard, and I only did it once. So let's keep it that way. And hey,
Another new apprentice, I see. Are you of the sort that...
yeah,
I assure
I have nothing to
you
say
that
to
I
you.
shall be watching all very
Okay.
My money's on the big one.
I'm the big one. Oh, she's gonna blow up on you, buddy. Ooh, no, she's not. Very nice. Welcome, yeah. So let's all take a look at,
Welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen.
So 12 Joe looks
So,
good.
as I was saying, the first thing to understand is that magic is, by its very nature, volatile and dangerous.
Relena looks good.
Unless you can control it,
Oh,
it can
sure it's hard.
and will
Okay.
destroy you.
Cool.
Sir, I think we all understand that.
Apparently they bleed. I had no idea.
Of course, my dear.
Hall to the Archmage. And up the steps. Let's go visit the Archmage. Right. Ha! Requires a key. What do you think this is? Wait a minute. That door. Unlock. Unlock door. There. Okay, good. Let's look at Savos.
What you learning? You are new here, are you not?
Yes.
We have not spoken.
Alright.
All right.
Let's see. Alright, so he looks better too. Cool. Scroll bundle. He's got a strong box. I think we came in here once. Before as a test. So... what you guys will see is there's going to be some revealing nothing to me. Okay, cool. At least I know he's got a gaze orb. What you're going to see is a lot of normal textures. You'll see some high poly stuff, literally. But I kept a lot of the game toned down. You could probably already tell that. The college, however...
I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear?
You look good too. Okay. You're fine. I don't want to go that way. Southeast stair. That'll take me back outside. Alright, we gotta go back down. Hall of the Elements. Back down again. Yeah, Obscure's up. This is my absolute favorite itineration of this. The update. The new version. Blood boils in the sun. Yes, it does. Let's turn off my lantern. Alright, who's this? This is the guard. Alright. So I already know Feralda's gonna hang out there. Hall of Countenance Directory. Who's in here? Okay. We'll just look at a couple other ones and then maybe bounce over to Riften just to see. Because I believe there's a few there that are... That's her quarter. Right. So I could take stuff. And you'll see stuff from high poly, obviously. The sweet rolls look a little odd, I gotta say, but you know. This is Drevis. Maybe he's actually invisible, who knows? This should be Finis. There he is.
I care little for idle conversation, but perhaps you need help with conjuration magic.
So he looks a little bit better? Yep. I do actually. So the instruments are done. Who's this? Urag, I think he's down. Alright, let's go upstairs. I think, who's it? Colette? It's up here. Interesting. Silver candelabra. Oh, it's pretty detailed. Colette.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic.
It is.
Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
She looks good too. So yeah, like I said, little things here and there. Tolfder's Alembic, which matches. You can see the new display case. I'm trying to think of what else is new that I could point out. Sergio. It's probably not here. Orthorn, and of course Orthorn's not here. There we go. Go right to the flagon, I think, right? And I have to adjust my... Oh, wow. Is that with my light on? So you could see the lighting, right? With this off. I think I really, like, if nothing, the rest of my game, exterior, what I sacrifice exterior, I really feel I made up with interior. Of course, I'm gonna have to turn the light on for you guys to see it. Quick light, right? Brightness, let's just do wide. And that's with it on. Holy hell. That's how dark it is. So we'll need like a torch or... Do I have a torch? I do, I have one. So we'll turn the light on and the torch.
Stay out of trouble, or there's gonna be trouble.
Dirt looks good.
You'd better have coin to pay for your drinks.
Becca looks
There's
good.
no handouts here.
Need something?
Amulet trader. She looks good.
I'm listening.
Delvin looks good. Vex.
I have no business with you.
You don't look anything like you're supposed to.
If you're looking for conversation, the flagon
Sonila looks good. So Vex, huh? That means Brynjolf's probably borked as well.
Whatever you're selling, I'm not buying.
Well, goddamn. Reference change and enhance lights and effects. Oh, that's not her. She's gonna be affected by perma.
I have no business with you.
Patches Maximus. Okay. We may not be able to do the NPC overhauls, guys. Unfortunately, since Patches has been touching everything. I can do Wicco. I know that works. And to be honest, Wicco's not going to affect my character. He's still going to look like this. And that's kind of all I care about. As nice as it is to see the others look good, so... Although I think Brynjolf's going to be in the marketplace, right? But Mercer should be here, I think.
Let the man have a bit of privacy. Get out of here.
I've got God mode.
Last warning! Leave now!
Guard! Trespasser!
Yeah, Mercer looks good. Rune looks good. Well, that's depressing. Let's see if Thrin's in here, unless he was outside. Oh no, this is Knives and Neroin. Hey, Knives.
Its footsteps are like thunder, scaring
the dust and making the floor scream for mercy. Knives already knows the visitor is not a cat. May your rule lead you to your sands.
Overstayed my welcome.
Your end draws near.
Oh, which way? Ooh, wow. I assaulted a member of the Thieves Guild. I didn't assault anybody. Yeah, Vex had the dark face bug. There's always one. Shouldn't have got my hopes up when I saw it in comic.
You're that one from the college. Heard about you.
The neuro looks okay. Brynjolf's good.
Yes. You've done it now well. You broke the rules, running a little light in the pockets, lad.
At least he's okay.
I
So
can
Vex,
take a hint, lad. You want to make some coin? Come find me.
You're not from around here. Imperial spy, perhaps?
Full Wolf looks okay.
Support Ulfric or die trying. There's
Right.
nothing in between.
It's not anything you want to say to me. 6:08 p.m., huh?
Hey, don't look at me that way. Who are you to judge me?
Gold coins. You look like you could use a drink.
Rummelin looks
What do you
good.
Made us some cheap mead.
We're good.
Protect yourself right. Music,
New around
plays,
Lifton?
music
Helga.
Are you looking for something or what?
She looks good.
I don't know why I bother.
I don't know why you bother
You
either.
gonna buy something? Or just here for training?
Relka looks good.
Otherwise, move on.
This is... what? This is Nureg, yeah? I may honestly just say screw it with Vex because...
Have our scouts come up with any information?
unless there's somebody else that's major that's got it, like
Yes,
Rika.
That unpleasantness.
I have to wonder.
Oh no.
What does the
He's
dragon
got
god
it
do
too.
once he's been summoned by the Greybeards? Can the Thum be taught?
That's
like
a
any skill?
problem.
Make sure there's a contingency plan in effect. in
Nuriel's
case
a
Riften
problem.
falls under attack.
Yes, my lady.
Okay.
I've
Yeah, we got a
also
problem.
taken a liberty.
Brigands I can handle.
Well, that
There's
sucks.
talk of dragons. World gone mad,
Copy.
I say.
If Riften should fall, it's only right.
If you know any true sons and daughters of Skyrim, tell them to head to Windhelm. Ulfric Stormcloak wants to see them.
Does he? I don't think he does.
They say
Alright, we
Helgen
got a
got hit
couple
by a
NPCs.
dragon. One of those horrors comes here.
Surprisingly, it's not the usual suspects. Mercer, Brynjolf, and Kano. I'll have to go back over it.
I presume you're bothering me for a good reason. I believe we're done.
Even Maven, right?
Riften's under my protection. You watch yourself now.
Rare trinkets, the finest oddities from war.
I'm really getting tired of your excuses. When you borrowed the money, you said you'd pay it back on time and for double
Sapphire
the
looks
usual
good.
fee.
I know I did. But how was I to know the shipment would get robbed?
Next time, keep your plans quieter, and nothing would have happened to it.
What? Are you telling me you robbed it? Why? Why are you doing this to me?
She doesn't
Look,
like you.
Shotgun, last warning. Pay up or else. All I care
Hey,
about is the
you,
gold.
get over
Everything
here.
else is
I
Yeah,
want to
it
talk
looks
to you.
fine.
I had another run-in.
I have another way of going about doing the NPC overhaul. Because I didn't do the merge the same way.
Welcome to Riften, home of the Thief's Guild. Or so they'd have you believe. It's all lies. They're just thugs, vermin, creeping around the...
God, I love Ominous.
Need a ride?
Trees. Beautiful here.
They are
Reminds me of autumn at home.
Look at that.
Goods and wares of all kinds, and all can be yours.
Alright, let's you got the sky and everything too. Where am I COCing to? Wait, run, right?
Looking for my husband, Nazim? Check the Jarl's backside. That's usually where he stuffs himself these days.
Alright, so Llama's okay. Ooh, right there.
Welcome, child.
Danica looks good. Wounded soldier. Wounded farmer. Sickly farmer.
Speak, elf.
I had to punch him right in the face. I hear rains. Let's get rid of some of those rains. That's gonna suck though. If I'll try the merge one more time. If not, I'm fine with Wicco. Thanks though. Yep. Alright, so Sphere. There's Lars Battleborn. That little drum. Nice.
I spend a lot of time at the market stall so I can learn the merchant.
Sold looks okay.
Brigands I can handle. But this talk of dragons?
We, your unworthy servants, give praise, for only through your grace and benevolence may we truly reach
Yes?
This is Lucia. Lucia looks okay. Oh. Hey, come on. Alright, what the hell? That was weird. Go take a look at Bellator.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions.
He's good. Sigurd's good.
I work for Bellator,
I know
the
you
general
do.
goods store.
Careful if you cross the river to the east.
nothing of our struggles, our suffering.
Battleborns look good.
And what of my son? What of Thorold? Is he nothing? So don't talk to me
Really
about
is good.
suffering.
So there's only a couple. I think I have a solution for it, but
Come on in.
we'll have to see how many other ones there are.
Anything, take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Yes?
Right then. Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red.
You see those warriors from
Holden's good.
Hammerfell? They've got curved swords.
Braggart did swagger
Is Carlotta?
I've got a hungry daughter to feed, so selling my produce is really the only thing I care about.
Red when he met the shield maiden Matilda, who said,
How can I help you? Need
"Lie and you drink
What can I do for
now
you?
I think it's high time that you lie down and bleed." So then came clashing and slashing of steel as the brave lass Matilda charged in.
Well met, traveler.
They say
They
the
can't
college
mess
has been
John up,
snooping
though.
around Sarthal. Mages in burial crypt.
What an ugly
No good
look
can
on that
come
guy.
of it.
You know what's wrong with Skyrim these days? Everyone is obsessed with death.
Need something?
Now we're good. Should have got a room. Is that Isolde? Oh, I heard the dogs in the backyard.
Is those two at it again?
Oh, they're at it again.
Keep moving. You'll wear them out.
I've had enough of you. Nice. Oh, get in there and punch.
What is it?
Skewer looks good.
You think you stand a
What are
chance?
you waiting for?
Yeah, one on Brill. Vignar's good. Alright, so there's too many NPCs that have the issue.
You dare fight a Dunmer? Yeah.
She's gonna beat you.
Ah, fresh blood.
This is
Hope you know how to
okay.
handle yourself.
Yes, if I turn my light off, look at that. The lighting is absolutely perfect. Look at this.
But I still hear the call of the plot.
We all do. It is our burden to bear. But we can overcome.
You have my brother and I, obviously. But I don't know if the rest will go along quite so easily.
Leave that to me.
So Vilcus. I believe Farkas and Ayla and all. Oh, they should be in here though, shouldn't they? Or are they still fighting the giant? Yeah. Right, that's how that works. Okay. Have her sing, huh? Is that, what's her name? God, A Maidenborn looks so good. So do NPC overhaul over.
Trouble?
We'll do it over, we'll test it. Ah. I still have to get him set up, right?
Friend. Leonard Mayer has beds for rent.
It's an interesting getup, though. I'm thinking,
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn
Adrian's
pride of
okay.
yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions.
Winter's okay. Janassa, where's your brother?
You tried mercenary
Oh,
work?
Amrans.
It might suit you.
Help! I'm being attacked!
Oh yeah, that's right.
Come quietly or taste the Jarl's justice.
I don't want to taste any justice. He's like a White Run. Voice actor of Sophia, but interesting NPCs. Oh, nice. definitely interesting. Okay. I have some work to do. Quit out of there. Nothing else that we can do until I get the NPCs looking okay. Files in the override. What's in my override here? Oh, this is the preset. Cool. Let's do this. Just because I don't have any other name for it right now. I'll put it up here. Under the male high elf preset. Okay. So yeah, so I have a couple things to do. I have to, as you could see, literally patches is at the bottom right now. The only other thing that would normally go underneath that is Dindalad. I know the patcher ran fine. The weapons, the armor, everything that I saw, the values were good. You could see the new categories for certain things. You could hear the different audio sounds. So like when you heard me cast Oak Flesh, right? That's from Perma. When you heard me summon my Atronach, either one of them, that was an audio clip from Perma. Things like weapon strikes, those are in Perma. Some aren't, some are overwritten, but the majority of them are. Combat, if you didn't pick up on some of the combat with the NPCs, their combat styles and AI are a little bit better. They're different. The only thing I have is Wildcat and Mortal Enemies. I don't have Ultimate Combat. I don't have AI Overhaul or anything like that. We're gonna have to figure out what's up with, because like I said, some of them were good, some of them weren't. What I could do is I can go. Excuse me, I'm yawning. I'm tired already. I could just rerun everything. There's a lot. It's gonna go right up to Valerica, I believe. So from Valerica to Wicco. That's actually not that much. It's all these right here. I'll rerun it the way I normally run it. And because I'm not using Moral Loot, I shouldn't have Ancano as an issue. Moral Loot affects Ancano and a couple others, and it's a pain in the ass. So I just have to unhide all of the ESPs for these because they are all hidden. So like Men of Winter, if you go in the file tree, that's hidden. If you go to Pandorbal's NPC Dragonborn, that ESP is hidden, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to go revert them. I'm going to reinstall Wicco, leave it off the merge, but merge everything else. The last time I did it, that was perfectly fine. I had the exact same mods. Starting from the only ones I don't have, like males for Nordic NPCs. I could probably, yeah, because this is just meshes and textures. So this doesn't have an ESP. I could probably make one. I could probably make a dummy and include it. I don't have to. Nordic NPCs overhaul mix. This is just meshes tech. Alright, so this has an ESP. I could probably include that as well. Yeah, so that's it, guys. I'm not going to go on any further. I got a little bit more work to do. Patcher's running good. We're at 231 active plugins. We do have a couple ESLs left, 21 of them. So that's what bypassed the patcher. Obviously, Perkus Maximus is Form 43, and when I went to convert it to Form 44, the patcher itself wouldn't run. So it's one of those things where you trust the mod author, keep it Form 43. It still does everything it says it's going to do, but you have to make all those manual adjustments yourself, which is what I spent the better part of tonight doing. So, as I'm whacking my microphone there. So you'll notice, yeah, there's a lot less ESLs. Let me close that out. We only have 21 of them left. It's the ones that the patcher bypassed, things like the waterfalls for realistic water. Is that? Oh no, that's pure waterfalls. That's something separate. That's not for realistic water 2. Better quest objectives. Just the main mod, not any of the additions. There's no patches for this or anything like that. CBBE. Yeah. So, couple. And then SRO as a base. That's it. It's a short list. Nothing fancy, but you guys see how nice Ominous makes everything look again. I missed it, to be honest with you. Cathedral's nice to use. I always go back to Obsidian in some capacity. It's my favorite weather. Ominous is my favorite EMB. It's going to be nice to be able to use them. Worst case scenario, I'll start tomorrow with a story, and I won't use the NPC overhaul merge. We'll just use Wicco. It's not going to affect my character at all. The way he looks is the way he's going to look tomorrow. But if I can't get the NPCs all 100%, I'm going to, obviously go around like I did today, but a little more in depth so I can make sure I test everybody out. We'll have to see. Because there's nothing worse than getting, 10, 20 hours in and finding that one NPC that you have to talk to for the next 5 hours with Blackface Bug. So, yeah, that's about it. It's light. It's, for 447 mods was 200 more than I said I was going to do. But you guys saw the game. There's nothing special about it. I'll put up some decent screenshots, but it's not, I wasn't going for anything. I've already done that. I got tired of doing that. That's an extra 200-300 mods to have to put on, and just using EMBs I don't like or don't want to use. So did it before. I want to concentrate on the gameplay. That's what matters. And I want this guy's story to be good. Well, yeah. Yeah, you got me, Blind. I'm still... You know what? This is almost the same amount that I had with the last character. He was just harder to set up. This is such a light performance to my PC as well. Running this the way that it is. I'm perfectly fine with just, SRO as a base, Noble for the architecture, and Skyline for the landscape, and the little tweaks that I have. You guys saw the college, so that's obviously Obscures and Chantry College for the textures. It looks great. High poly. I kept it pretty simple. I'll redo them for free. When? What do you mean pay me? Get out of here. I don't charge for load order stuff. I just realized what I said. I didn't mean it like that, by the way. That wasn't a dig. That was just... It came up before. Anyway. That's what she said. Thank you, Strudel. I appreciate it. I'll be honest with you guys. EMBs will make or break your game. It's just like lighting mods. So you saw the way that my interior lighting looks. I'll show you right here. I'll print this list. I'll post it up. Once I have Dying to Lot and everything run. I have to still figure this out, but I'll post this up. So lighting makes or breaks your game. Whether you're streaming, whether you're playing for yourself. Lighting, and if you're on PC, obviously, you know, E and B, depending on what you're doing. I went easy with it. Enhanced lights and effects, fixes, fake door light remover, uh, unofficial headset shutting off on me. Um, the spin patch for ELFX, relighting Skyrim tailored for ELFX special edition. ELE, the consistency patch for these two, and remove ugly torch glow. That's it. That's it. Nothing else. There's no voodoo. There's no, you know, no other special stuff. It's ELFX and ELE. I was curious to see what Serrano was going to look like. I probably, you know, could have snuck into the tomb while she's sleeping underground. But, you know, she would have been asleep. Rise would have been closed. It happens. Alright, guys, so that's it. It's about 12:30 a.m. my time. I have to go check out what's going on in Discord, if there's anything going on. I just see messages on the top of my phone, so. Yeah, Wind, and I will, if you need me to assist you with anything, because I think I came into your stream about 10-15 minutes in, and I don't know. I know you said some stuff happened in the beginning, but and then of course I was gone for a little bit, so I missed. There was another 10-15 minute part that I missed as well. So that's about it. So thanks for everybody joining me. Yeah, we're looking. You know, what's tomorrow? Thursday? Today's Thursday. Today's tomorrow. Yeah, probably Thursday night. Later tonight. Much later tonight. After I get to sleep. I'll be looking to start. Um, at the very latest Friday. I mean, that's if I run into a bug or something like that. So we'll have to see. I appreciate it, Win. Thank you. Thank you, Scotty. Thank you, Strudel. Alright, guys. I'll pop back in the Discord for just a little bit, and that'll be it. So see you later. Have a good one.